Whether someone is a millionaire or a billionaire, the chances are that these people will share a certain set of skills that will help them to create their success. Only a tiny few of them will be lottery winners or receive an inheritance from their parents. Successful people tend to follow in the footsteps of other successful people, so that means that they replicate the skills that they've seen and want to aspire to become the people that they follow. Now this makes perfect sense. If you want to be a writer, then study other successful writers. If you want to become a professional athlete, then study and perfect their moves to try and follow in their footsteps. There's no difference when we're talking about money. If you want to be rich, then you need to develop the skills seen in the people that are already there. Today's video is about 7 of those skills. Hey, it's Josh, and I'm your financial connoisseur, here to guide you on your way to financial freedom and teach you the best habits to have if you want to become richer. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if at the end of the video you like what you see and want others to see it too, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. So let's get started on revealing the 7 skills that will make you rich. Self-discipline. This is arguably one of the most important skills on my list because it enables all the other skills to fall into place. After all, you're not going to get anything done if you don't keep your discipline in check. This starts with the most important thing to start all of your days, and that is developing a good routine. You need to be consistent with it, because if you're peaking 1 minute and then crashing the next, then you're a liability for anybody that you want to do business with. A good routine will set you up to be at your best for the most of the day, and that way you'll be as productive as you can be to make your riches. Plus, your body and mind will be in the best shape to generate those fresh ideas that will set you apart from the pack. Get plenty of rest, eat well, and exercise. Stick to this holy trinity and you'll be sharp in both mind and body. The last thing you want is to be crashing halfway through the day. Also, be disciplined in setting out what you want to achieve. Anyone can make a plan. It's the people that follow through that sets them apart and earns them the big payday. Set yourself an achievable goal, track it, follow through, and complete it. Then build on that and set yourself a bigger one with the same mindset. The world is so full of distractions. Phones, games, food, drink, fun. If you can discipline yourself to always keep sight of the goal, you'll be on fast track to becoming wealthy. I mean, you won't see Elon Musk delay a product launch because he got too distracted by his new PS5. I'm just saying. Patience. We live in a get-rich-quick society. Everybody wants everything now, and usually they can get it. But the same isn't true of riches. Yes, we can get most content now at the click of a button, but stacking cash takes time if you want to do it sustainably. Jeff Bezos started Amazon out of his garage, but had to wait and let his plan take hold before he really started to reap his rewards. Coming up with plan after plan without execution is really common, as people have a tendency of being drawn to shiny new objects. What the most successful people and companies do is have a long-term plan that they know will bring them long-term fortune and stick to it. In a fast-moving world, it's understandable why so many people get off the path to success. But having faith and sticking with your goals to their conclusion is a key skill to becoming rich. Remember, the idea was worth having in the first place, and you had the drive at the beginning to start with. So hold on to that when things get a little off-road. Rather than being impatient with seeing results, instead, become impatient with actions. Do everything you can to give your projects and yourself the best chance of success by being as proactive as possible in your work. Then have that faith that you will reap the rewards in the end. Ability to communicate effectively. This is a key skill for anyone with responsibility. To be a leader, you need people to feel like you got this. If your communication isn't clear and concise, then your team and your customers are going to lose faith in you. Everyone remembers Steve Jobs' keynote speeches. They were to the point, funny, and charismatic. He managed to get detailed technical information over to the masses and show benefits rather than the inner workings of his products. Through his presentations, he made the complex simple and gained trust from his customers, as well as the people behind him. He was famously not the best developer in the world, far from it, but he was an excellent communicator. In a world with ever-increasing complexity, the kinds of people who can simplify things and break them down for the average person on the street to understand are worth their weight in gold. Be more focused in your communication. Think clearly about your messages that you're trying to get across and the most efficient way of getting there. Assertive communication is a key trait of successful and rich people. With this one, practice makes perfect. Time management. Time management is an underrated skill, but if mastered, you can really improve making the most of your days. So many of us have been in a situation where we've become overwhelmed with what we need to do. The people who manage these situations best are those that are given responsible positions and the wealth that goes with it. It's really inefficient to just pick up whatever lands on your desk last. Instead, smart people develop systems for prioritizing tasks and completing the ones that have the most value. Or, further still, start delegating those tasks to the best people for the job. This doesn't need to be complicated. There are plenty of frameworks out there that'll help you to manage your day better, whether that's at work or outside of it. The Eisenhower matrix is a great one to get started with. It teaches you to organize tasks into 4 boxes, depending on urgency and importance, and gets you into the habit of focusing on completing things that are going to benefit you the most. Using techniques like these also gets these tasks out of your head and onto the page, which leaves your mind nice and clear to actually get things done effectively. Outsourcing or delegating tasks. We touched on this point with the last tip. Delegating is a really key skill that effective leaders use really well. Do you think that the CEO of McDonald's is flipping burgers? Well, of course not. He might have done a long time ago, but when companies grow, then there's a natural chain of delegation that plays to the strengths of everyone in it. Using delegating well can also play to your strengths. Think of this less as shirking work you don't want to do, but more as giving work to the people best equipped at dealing with it, to leave you time to do the things that you're good at and that you enjoy because of it. Trying to take on everything yourself is going to have you burn out and spread yourself too thin to do anything well. People will see this and praise you as a hard worker, but won't trust you as a leader, as it's a lot easier to say yes and struggle than it is to say no and find a solution elsewhere. Being a great listener. There is a misconception that successful people don't tend to listen to others. In fact, that's far from the truth. A lot of the time, those at the top got there because they understood what people wanted, and you only get that by listening. You can't offer the solution to people's problems if you're not open to listening to them in the first place. Amazon listened to their customers when they said they wanted faster delivery, so they launched Amazon Prime and changed the world of logistics. Listening is difficult because it forces you to understand a different perspective and get out of your own head. But if you can do this, it avoids a default setting of being stubborn, thinking you know everything, and instead forces you to adapt, learn, and improve. Plus, people will like you for it. You'll develop better working relationships, which will improve your status, no matter who you're working for. Try active listening next time you get the chance and challenge your own understanding by summarizing what someone said back to them. They'll appreciate you making an effort to get their point, and it'll help you to remember what they said. Problem solving and pivoting. Things can go wrong. Things do go wrong. This is the case for most projects. People who are able to roll with the punches and keep a clear head to solve these issues are really valuable both at work and in life in general. Do this and you'll develop a reputation for being calm under pressure and be given higher profile work to deal with. This will come with a much larger paycheck at the end of the month. A lot of this is about mindset. If you welcome problems and are prepared for them, you're much more likely to be calm when they do happen. Then you'll be prepared when the proverbial hits the fan and everything's on fire. If you haven't accounted for a problem, don't worry. Stay calm and assured that there's a solution and that those around you will follow suit to help solve problems as a team. Next time a problem happens in your life, be aware of it. Give yourself 5 minutes to take a breather in whatever way suits you best, and then go back and tackle the problem. So, these are the 7 key skills that the rich practice on a daily basis, and there's no reason why you can't as well. Start with discipline, as this will allow the others to fall into place. Make plans and follow them through. Be careful to note anything that may go wrong. Be flexible when delivering these plans, and don't lose track of the end goals and why you set out to do the thing in the first place. Be aware of how you're coming across, and always be open-minded to see other people's points of views by opening up your ears. Using all these skills, plus putting in place frameworks to help you manage your tasks and others, will put you on a road to success and the riches that come with it. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. In the comments below, let me know which of these skills you're going to use and if you already practiced them. And also, leave us one of those strong arm emojis in the comments to let us know that you've watched to the end. Thanks for watching. See you next time.